Hey everybody, welcome to the Market Minute. We got 5 legendaries and 1 majestic to look at today. Although, CNC, it's always going to be a majestic in my heart, but we're going to save that one to the end. Let's jump right into it. Rayforge Bracers, first card here, sitting at 42.26. 60 rainbow foils sitting on TCG Player. White borders, we got 17 of those sitting just over $30. And 3-month snapshot on the rainbow foil. We see $27 is the low, $69.95 was the high. That high is a little bit surprising to me. But you can see from the chart here, card is just going up and up slowly and slowly, especially as we got Fang coming into the meta, right? He won some RTNs. He did very well. We did a deck tech on him. This card just gives you that extra block value with that battle worn text over Iron Song Versus, and just an overall good piece of armor. There's a lot of WTR out there. Not surprising to see 60 on the inventory right now, but it is climbing up. And if you want to get that rainbow foil, it might not be a bad time to grab one, especially with the hype right now. So just an overall interesting card, seeing that grow over time. Definitely sitting right in the middle of that 3-month high and low. All right, the next card, Storm Striders, currently sitting at $81. Rainbow foil, there are 25 of them on TCG Player. 36 white borders sitting at $70.75. If we look at the 3-month snapshot on this card, low $69.50, nice. And the high is $83.99. So honestly, I think this card's a little bit on sale right now. I think with that inventory, 25 copies with that rainbow foil. Arcane Rising just seems much less of it is out there than WTR comparatively. It seems like it's been harder to get Arcane Rising unlimited boxes for longer than WTR for sure. If Verdance gets another power piece in the high seas, or Kano comes back, you can definitely see this card reach its counterparts of Mask of Momentum and even Grasp of the Arcanite over $100 for both of those legendaries from that first cycle block of WTR, Crew, and Arcane Rising. I think this one is a pretty good price right now. If you're Wizard curious, definitely take a look at this price right now. Okay, Rampart of the Ram's Head from Tales of Art. Currently, the rainbow foil is sitting at $63.99. There are 14 of them on TCG Player. Cold foil, $87 with 35 on TCG Player right now. 3-month snapshot, $37.90 is the low, $69.99 is the high. But you could see from the graph on this one, there is a little bit of hype around Volda dropping and the Guardian Mastery Pack coming later this year. So this one I think is sitting a little bit high right now. I would be a little bit cautious buying at these prices, definitely, since it did just get a huge spike up. And we still have to go all the way through the high seas season, which will pull down some of the buzz around Guardians and those things, unless there is a Guardian in that set, which I can't predict. But I would expect this to climb back upwards as we get closer to the Guardian Mastery Pack. Also, it could be a reprint in that set since we are a long ways away from Tales. We've seen reprints in other regions for this card for catch-up mechanics. So just keep an eye on that as well. All right, and our one majestic for the day is Premeditate. This one obviously adding in there for high seas hype. Premeditate, our only majestic of the day, coming from Outsiders, currently sitting at $27.50 for the non-foil, 31 of those on TCG Player. Rainbow foils sitting at $27, so there's a little discrepancy there, but there's 20 of them on TCG Player as well. 3-month snapshot has this one low sale price $16, high sale price $30.94. We're sitting close to that high sale price. The $16 is the low on this one. So always a pretty solid performer. Azalea has always been in the meta. Outsiders is a little bit harder to find. Even before the hype of this set, it was starting to thin out a little bit. And it's just a really strong card for Rangers. So I could see this definitely being a meta card coming into the high seas if there was a Ranger in that set. So keep an eye on that. Overall, just an interesting card. It's selling well, and it is holding towards its high sale price at the moment. All right, now we're going to jump into the hunted Quickdodge Flexors. Currently sitting at $65.98 for the rainbow foil. There are 72 of them on TCG Player right now. Cold foils, 19 of them, sitting at $148.01. 3-month snapshot on this guy. Low sale price $63.99. High sale price $185. Obviously, that $185 is when the hunted dropped, or maybe even a pre-order. But at $65, $66, we are sitting right at that low sale price. So we are at the bottom right now, and I think these are also on sale. This is a solid card. It is going to be played in a lot of decks moving forward. Right now, we're just in that saturation point of the hunted, where we've had a couple waves come out, and there's just been a lot of product opened, a lot of product on TCG Player and in the market in general. So this kind of always happens, right? You can watch it go up, and then as it comes down, if you don't have a pair of them and you just want to grab them now. So even the cold foil, if you're looking for a little bit of bling, I think at $148, it's not a bad price for this card. If you look at the comps of other cold foil staple generic legendaries, it's a little bit on the low side. So just keep an eye on that one. Again, I think this one, if you don't have them, you might want to think about picking them up right now, because this one only goes up as we get further away from the hunted. All right, and I teased it a bit, but we're going to be talking about the Command and Conquer from the hunted, the extended art version. I want to talk about this one because it's currently sitting at $238. There's currently 8 listed on TCG Player right now, so very thin. This card is a very hard pull. And why I want to talk about it a little bit is because I've been watching this one. The low sale price currently $200, high sale price $339. That $339 obviously is right around launch, maybe even a pre-order. Yeah, this card, I saw it hit 200, and then now I think as you can see, the chart almost bottoms out, and I expect this one to start going back upwards now at this point. We hit that 200 mark, now we're at 238. Not sure where this one lies, because it does have the fabled Command and Conquer above it, quite a ways above it, probably at $1,000 each. So I don't know how much influence that has. If you're really bougie, do you go and get those fabled ones, or do you meet in the midpoint, which is what I did, and grab these EA versions and replace the old Arcane Rising rainbow foils? It'll be interesting to see, but I do think this one keeps going up, at least for a little bit, especially since how thin the inventory is on these, and hunted will just be opened less and less. EAs are these microtext boxes are also just very popular with players in general. So keep an eye on this one. This one will be an interesting to watch. Maybe we'll check back in on it in a couple months and see where it's at. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll check you next time. Peace.